What's up guys, today we got the full speed test for the iPhone XR and the iPhone 13 Pro here. So if you're thinking about upgrading, should be a pretty good upgrade. I think it's a significant upgrade here. 12 Pro or 13 Pro is definitely heavier. I wouldn't say really that much thicker though, honestly. Let's go ahead and boot these guys up. So today we just got a full speed test camera comparison, and I also going to compare these speakers too. So it looks like we are in on the 13 Pro and the XR right behind it. So we might not see that big of a difference because the XR is still pretty fast, but let's see. Okay, 13 Pro, XR right behind it. It's not too bad. 13 Pro. So 13 Pro just a little bit snappier here, and also what you guys will realize is that the 120 Hertz scrolling is going to make probably the biggest difference with this upgrade. It's just extremely smooth on the 13 Pro, and it just doesn't feel as smooth on the XR. Still smooth, but that will really be the biggest thing you'll notice when comparing these two phones as far as speed wise. But as you can see, it's not too bad when you're opening just applications and stuff like that. And also gaming performance is still pretty good on the XR, which we will talk about. But let's see if we get, let's redo that. Let's see if we get a difference in RAM management, because it is only 4 gigs versus 3 gigs, so we probably won't see that big of a difference, honestly. Okay, let's try Snapchat. Yeah, really neck and neck. Try again. Really neck and neck, guys. Twitter. XR actually looked like it opened that first. I think that's the only one it won. Let's go ahead and try PUBG. And like I said, gaming performance is going to be pretty much the same. So the XR is still a great gaming device for those who want to game sort of on a budget. It can still play most games at high settings, no problem. $13 Pro. You can see there should be a 90 FPS option coming soon on the 13 Pro, so I guess that could set it apart, because Genshin Impact does have a 120 Hertz, 120 frames option now, so we could see that also coming to the 13 Pro as well. As you can see, basically the same graphics. I can even go up to Ultra HD as well. So like I said, not a big difference. The only difference you would see with gaming is once games start to be updated with 120 Hertz, and also if you're outdoors, the screen is just so much brighter on the 13 Pro, and battery life is also going to be better. So you know, even though you get the same graphics, there are some you know, benefits to getting the 13 Pro if you're a gamer. But if you guys haven't seen my full gaming video, this thing plays games like you would expect, you know, for a $1,000 phone. It does a, you know, phenomenal job here. They both do an excellent job. The 13 Pro, again, very smooth, so no issues. Plays at high settings as well. Alright, let's go ahead and check RAM management, guys. Okay, still open on the 13, still open on both. Restart on the XR. I don't think we have any closes on the 13 Pro so far. It's actually not bad on the 10R's part, so that's kind of like the little difference from, 3 gigs versus 4 gigs of RAM. I'm sure more applications will stay open, but they were pretty tight in terms of RAM management. So I actually was really impressed with the 10R there. It kept a lot of applications open. Alright, let's go ahead and discuss the cameras on here. So I think this is a pretty big upgrade. You have a 12 megapixel standard, 12 megapixel telephoto, 12 megapixel ultra wide with 4K 2430 or 60 FPS on here, and you also have the cinematic video now on the iPhone as well, or portrait video, and with the 10R. So the 10R, that's why I say this is a big upgrade, because you only have one camera, so you just have a 12 megapixel standard at 4K 2430 or 60 FPS, and then a 7 megapixel selfie that only shoots in 1080p though. So no ultra wide, no telephoto, and also, there's no cinematic video on the 10R as well. So let's check out those side-by-side stills and let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, here's the video on the 13 Pro. You can do our 3x. You can also pop out to ultra wide. Yeah, my man's is gone. Here's the video on the 10R. Now we don't have any type of, again, ultra wide or telephoto, so we can, do our manual zoom, but that's about it. It's just gonna be a digital zoom. And lastly, for all my speaker fans, let's go ahead and do a speaker comparison, both stereo speakers, max volume. Yeah, the 13 Pro is definitely louder, and it's not as tingy or distorting at max volume like the 10R is. Yeah, it's much more clear. The bass presence is still pretty good on the 10R though. Yeah, but everything seems to be, better on the 13 Pro. The bass sounds louder, the overall sound is louder, and it's not distorting at the high volumes here. So definitely would give it to the not the 10R, but the 13 Pro for speaker quality. So that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.